riding a wave. Hi, I'm Debbie. Canadian promoter predicts Vybz Kartel could sell out a stadium concert in Toronto. Dwayne Hines with a track record of sold-out gigs in Canada and urging other big names to seize the moment as dancehall continues to make a comeback thanks to the Kartel effect.
His brand, Palm Nations, his background, investment banking, but changed course, switching over to show promotion, bringing Mavado to Canada.
We sold 3,000 tickets in one day. I've never made so much money.
And more to come from sold-out shows with also Sarani and Baby Sham.
I'm like, this is the business.
From Canada, Dwayne Hines taking gigs to the Caribbean, starting with Shenseea, Alkaline and Egyptian in the Cayman Islands.
We saw upwards of 4,000 people in the Cayman Islands. People were like, this was never done before. The artists were amazed.
Next, Shenseea and Massacre in St. Kitts and Nevis. Other shows in Turks and Caicos, also Antigua.
Maybe we've hit something here. This is a niche market. These artists have gone to these Caribbean islands before in the past, but now we're touring, similar to our partners, Live Nation. Because what happens is that we've partnered with Live Nation on several events, Mary J. Blige Toronto, and now the current Chris Brown Toronto dates. So that's how we decided to start going into the Caribbean.
He mentioned partnering with Live Nation, which for Palm Nations was a game changer. The high point was what?
The high point was when Live Nation reached out to us and said, we'd like to start partnering with you because Live Nation doesn't really do the genre. And then, that's when you're making noise. When the big boys are seeing you, then you're making noise.
His calling card, a professional operation and marketable names. But if you have a high point, you have a low point. Apparently, the popcorn show was something of a debacle for you guys.
Water under the bridge, but I wanted to say at one point, the reason why I took it so personally is because I brought Popcorn for all his shows to Toronto. I got him his first Canadian visa, his first date that was sold out, second date that was sold out, the third date that when Air Canada canceled his tickets, and I took the entire day with Air Canada fighting with him to get him from Kingston to Mobay to get on that flight to that sold out show, and then we made news with that, and then we got him there, and then fandom, and then to see that happen that night, it was disappointing.
Have you repaired the relationship?
Let's just say I wish him the best. He's carrying brand Jamaica and brand music, and we hope to work in the future. In this industry, the artist needs the producers and the promoters because in order for them, you can only stream so much music. You need to hit that stage. Touch back on the night and the incident. A small plug, which carried the music from the front of the stage to the end of stage, got disconnected by a patron. And then the back of the audience couldn't hear. So we resolved that, but then I guess Popcorn had Drake there and he had Burna Boy there and they wanted to come on the stage with him, and so that didn't happen, so I'm assuming that he took offense to that.
Popcorn had denied traveling on a jet sent by the promoter. Like any overseas-based promoter of dancehall music right now, Dwayne Hines is glued to the excitement being generated by Vybz Kartel as he sells out arenas in the US.
Kartel is no longer a dancehall artist, he's a rock star. He has Live Nation buzzing like crazy. We've seen it with Buju Banton on his tour, but this is on a different level. It's a fandom that's never been seen before.
What with your track record, is there a Kartel concert in the works?
Let's just say TJ, the people want it, so let's make it happen.
And when it does happen, assuming it does happen, that's going to be paint the picture of that happening in Toronto.
In Toronto, it would be Kartel's first time in Canada. It would have to be an arena tour. My vision is to have almost like Kartel presents Gully Gaza and Mavado joining him. That would be a beautiful reunion because of our relationship with Mavado in the past and Kartel come into. I predict Kartel can sell out the Rogers Centre, 50,000 people in Toronto if he makes that date.
So we're not just talking about diaspora Jamaicans, people of Jamaican heritage. We're talking also about Canadian fans of Kartel.
That is correct. The crossover. I can tell you, you can go into any market now, any station, any business, and all they're playing is Kartel music. They're playing Clarks. That's all that's happening. Vancouver, Alberta, Nova Scotia. Everyone wants a cartel show in Canada.
What do Jamaican artists have to take away from this moment, this sort of tipping point, this opportunity that's come their way because of the cartel effect?
What dancehall and reggae has done to TikTok and has done to social media, the artists now need to realize that now they are a brand and they need to own and invest in that brand so that they can be marketable. So for example, yes, we love the lyrics, we love the content, but it now needs to be shaped for the world to be understandable, because now the world wants you on their stage. So in order for you to do that, you have to be more presentable.
Can promoters expect that some of these artists are going to want a lot more money?
That's happening right now as we see. As a promoter and as a producer, we've seen market prices and market capital prices for the dancehall artists and reggae artists surge.
But can they realistically expect to get what Cartel is getting?
Not necessarily. Right now, Cartel can demand that.
Heinz partnering with the Jamaican party collective Sands to bring a 2-day festival to the UK in August.
You have Elephant Man returning to London for the first time in 18 years. Then you have Jada Kingdom performing in London. Idonia Dididonia goes and appears live for Sands. 18 years outside of London, United Kingdom. He's returning, and it's going to be an amazing event. Dancehall right now is being championed by Cartel. He is the one that's leading dancehall.
And you know, back in the day when they were talking about Bob Marley, there was the Crown Prince. People thought that was Dennis Brown, who is the Crown Prince of dancehall.
I'd say Alkaline. Every single Alkaline show we've done, which is about 6 of them, we've sold out every single one by bringing that gentleman on stage, and he, no matter what, he doesn't have to sing a song, he sells.
Cartel talks to everybody, reaches out, is friendly to everybody, is accessible. Alkaline is inaccessible.
That is true too, and maybe that's a part of his, je ne sais quoi, the fact that you can't just reach out to me. But yes, I would say that would be my crown prince of dancehall right now, and I would say Cartel is the king.
What if we told you that the hottest casino